Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Mandy and Carnelian Spirituality and Tarot, my YouTube channel. Welcome, welcome. For people who are new here, this is a Firefly reading, and Firefly readings are just general readings meant to illuminate the darkness of a situation. And pretty much I shuffle the cards and whatever comes out, comes out. You'll know pretty quickly within the first few minutes if this resonates for you, and if not, just keep scrolling. But yeah, I just did another reading. I'm going to do a love reading this time. And see if we can get some guidance here. Let's find out what's going on. So, you know I'm going to use my Taylor Swift Oracle cards because I love her so much. Oh. So as I was channeling or meditating a little bit, I heard the word topsy-turvy. I heard, and there's something about like kind of our lives being uprooted and upended. And the idea that our perspective of something, like how we're looking at something, isn't necessarily truth. It's just our perspective, but we're so honed in on an idea of like that like the truth of like our reality, our perception is truth. That we're not able to see kind of a bigger picture. So we'll see how that comes out. And there's also something about believing in good, believing like that the rug isn't going to be pulled out from under us again. So we'll kind of see what comes out as I shuffle. This is my Taylor Swift Oracle deck. And I always pull Taylor songs. So we'll see what comes out. Spirit, what love messages have you got tonight? Thank you to my friend Stacy for making these. That one. And then on the bottom we've got this one. Okay, so let's see what they are. Okay, so this one is love story. Romeo, take me somewhere we can be alone. I'll be waiting. All there's left to do is run. You'll be the prince and I'll be the princess. It's a love story. Baby, just say yes. Romeo, save me. They're trying to tell me how to feel. This love is difficult, but it's real. Don't be afraid. We'll make it out of this mess. It's a love story, baby. Just say yes. Oh, this took a turn. Look what you made me do. The world moves on, another day, another drama, but not for me, not for me. All I think about is karma. And then the world moves on, but one thing's for sure. Maybe I got mine, but you'll all get yours. But I got smarter, I got harder in the nick of time. Honey, I rose up from the dead. I do it all the time. I've got a list of names and yours is in red underlined. I check it once, then I check it twice. Oh, look what she made me do. And then we've got fearless. Because I don't know how it gets better than this. You take my head and drag me head first. Fearless. Remember when Taylor had an accent? Nobody ever brings that up, but she used to like, from Pennsylvania. Anyway, I think she's from Pennsylvania. And I don't know why, but with you I dance in a storm in my best dress, fearless. Well, you stood there with me in the doorway, my hands shake, and I'm not usually this way, but you pull me in, and I'm a little, and I'm, well, you stood there with me in the doorway, my hands shake, I'm not usually this way, but you pull me in, and I'm a little more brave. It's the first kiss, it's flawless, really something, it's fearless. So, sorry, no I'm not. Okay, so love story came out first. So this love story, this like perfect little love story, this idea of something, and I feel like, you know, if I was channeling properly, or if I was getting those messages correctly, this idea that like we can believe in something, we can believe in something beautiful, that the rug won't be pulled out from under us, that good things can happen, and just like the way that she's like honed in on, it's like that, like that's her perspective. She's like she's got a plan. Yeah, so we've got like some hope here, and then look what you made me do. there's a need to kind of like show some people some things. Trusting that well, it's like, so like we've battled something, we've come out of something that has made us stronger, more resolute, more like, I rose up from the dead, out of the ashes, like I flew, motherfucker. And you might be surrounded by like a lot of fletsum and jetsums from like The Little Mermaid. Just kind of like, you know, all these like eel creatures, you know, just kind of, and just being like, you know what, like, yeah, laugh at me, like, whatever, I got my karma, like, who cares? But you know what, you're all gonna get yours, fuckers. And in the meantime, I'm flying motherfucking out of here. Bagok! Okay. Yeah, there's definitely a need. So there's like a resurrection, like a phoenix energy, but there's also a need to get back at something, somebody. And then fearless, being fearless about a situation. Like when we don't want to anymore. Sorry, somebody's sending me something. Go away. And it's, you know, first kiss. So it's like, but I feel like, you know, we're rising out of the ashes, like out of like a bad situation to something, like usually the phoenix transforms into something more beautiful and like moves on to greener pastures. So hopefully these greener pastures are, you know, these guys, which are two, nice, happy love stories, like almost like believing in love again. Because this is like Taylor after she's seen some things, right? But this is from like young Taylor, and this is from also young Taylor, just younger-ish Taylor. This is more recent, so I feel it's like can I go back to like a mindset of believing in love again? Ooh, what else we got? Oh, that's a lot. Well, I got them. Moving On by Rascal Flatts. I'm moving on. I'm moving on. Yeah, I like it's definitely, it's a song I'm moving on. Listen to it. I'll try and remember to put them in the description box below. Song about moving on. Maybe that's what look what you made me do. Maybe it, you know, that's kind of like blowing up a situation and being like, I'm getting out of here, moving on. We've got Firework by Katy Perry. For me, this song is always about self-empowerment, about kind of being our beautiful, authentic selves, and like just living our lives and like filling our cup before we get into a relationship, like being whole and complete so that we can manifest something whole and complete on the other side. Had to Lose You to Love Me, Selena Gomez. Love that song. She's a cool broad. Yeah, having to let go of something, having to lose something, having to move on from situations that no longer serve us, even if we love somebody. You know, take it how it resonates, but yeah, we'll see how this all comes out. Water Runs Dry, Boys to Men. Let's don't wait till the water runs dry. So kind of like, let's do something about this before it's gone, before something is gone. God gave me you. God gave me you for the ups and downs. Country songs are, not a big country girl, but man, the love songs are like, God Gave Me You, Blake Shelton, which is really just about like, you know, the ups and downs of life, all the shit I've been through. Like, God gave me you to get me through that and to like help me and like all this stuff. So let's see what's going on here. That's a lot of vaguity. And the thing with love is, it's never just like, I met somebody, I fell in love, the end. Tarot reading. It's always like, I feel like they're always messy and there's always like people involved, and it's like, yeah. Okay. We've got confusion here. 7 of Cups, 8 of Swords, 3 of Wands reversed. So many options. Don't know what to do. I am so fucking in my shit about it. And 3 of Wands, which to me is a building energy. So it's like, who do I want to build with? Which path do I want to take? In the meantime, I'm not building anything because I'm stuck in this self-imprisonment of fear and doubt and worry, and I don't trust myself at all. Even though I'm not trapped, I just feel that way because I'm bound, and but those swords aren't a barrier, they're not a boundary. It can move forward at any time. So definitely something where, yeah, just not having clarity. Bottom of the deck, High Priestess reversed. Not being able to trust our intuition about a situation. Just feeling like a complete disconnect. Why? Because there's a lot of baggage that comes with it. 5 of Pentacles or 5 of Pentacles is about like being left out in the cold, having these feelings of somebody's hurt us, wounded us, or maybe we feel that connection with spirit of like, you know, where are you? Like, what? I'm outside of church, you're crying out loud. It can also be like feeling down and out about finances, but it's definitely like sometimes it can be a little bit, yeah, like poverty consciousness as well. So Spirit, what's going on here? What is going on here? What's the situation? What else do you want to say? They're just like, just trust your intuition, fucker. Intuition, and it's really hard to do that because you're battling so much, because you've got so much on your plate right now. I feel like you're dealing with a lot of people, and I don't typically see this card this way, but like there's a lot of wands going at that guy. So I feel like whatever you're going through, it's like you're having to like almost like put out a lot of fires in your life. There's a lot of people that want your time, attention, and because of that, it's like, I don't have time to balance and ground, motherfucker. Like I'm just like, I'm up here on my hill. Like if I don't keep battling, like I'm not gonna be able to maintain my position. So this is a rebirth happening right here. A rebirth. So like that phoenix energy, out of the ashes comes something new. Ace of Cups, a time of self-love. You might feel drawn to the other Firefly reading that I put up. I'm putting the other Firefly reading up before this one, but it's about balance and grounding and like a need to connect with spirit. I feel like that's absolutely what is needed here, is just to kind of like focus on self-love, focus on taking care of ourselves. Because I feel like we're in fighting mode. And these just came out. We've got 2 of Cups here and 4 of Cups. So it's like there's soulmate energy here. And we're like, do we take this? Do we not? Do we take it? Do we not? And so between all of that stuff that came out, I feel like there's so much that you're having to fight right now, and so much it's like you don't have the energy. It's like, even if you know you've got this like soulmate potential out there, it's like you don't even have the energy to deal with it. But also, you know, this card, it's kind of like universe saying like, hey, here's something, and you're just like, meh. To me, this can be an overly contemplative card. So take it how it resonates for you. So I feel like we're getting out of situations that are really intense, that look what you made me do energy. Like, yeah, fuckers, like I'm moving on, everything's, and we want to move forward. There's opportunity to move forward, but because we've been so wounded, because there's, you know, some kind of something that's left us out in the cold, it's like, it's hard to take action. It's hard to, it's hard to have the strength. It's hard to trust it. It's hard to know what our intuition is, you know, to know what is right. With this Ace of Wands, it's like we want, like, there is an inspiration, there is a spark here. Ace of Wands are like a big hell yes from the universe. They are inspiration, creativity, inspired horniness. Look at the card. But so there is like desire there for something, but yeah, we're just like trying to like maintain balance in our life right now, and that's just, it feels, you know, impossible. It feels overwhelming. Like it feels overwhelming. And we're looking for something that emotionally fulfills us, something that we can really believe in, which also I feel like is a little bit hard to do, to believe. Knight of Wands, like wanting to take this inspired action, wanting to move forward. Page of Wands, maybe wanting to reach out to somebody to yeah, to me, like, pages are always like a messenger, like they're the mail carrier of the tarot. So yeah, so why aren't we? Just because we're tired. Queen of Pentacles. We might need to feel solid in our home life, feel solid in our finances before, you know, Queen of Pentacles energy is a very grounded, very stable energy. This is someone that has a home, has money, knows how to have like a work-life balance. And I feel like that feels so hard to manifest right now. So hard to manifest. The World reversed. So I feel like there's also a need to complete a cycle, a need to close out something before we can move forward. So again, these are very vague readings because they're general readings. If you want a very detailed and specific reading, please feel free to reach out. I do offer personal readings, but these are always going to be somewhat vague just because they're for a collective energy. Spirit, what is see, we got that we got that Ace of Wands for a reason, because there's a lot of passion here, a lot of passion. There is an intense desire here. We've got the Freedom card. We feel like we're trapped. Like we want freedom so badly, but we feel like we're trapped. Like this is another imprisonment card. Eight of Swords. Feeling trapped. It's like we're so inspired to take action. We're so intensely yearning for something, but we've created a prison around ourselves, or we feel trapped. Justice. Okay, so for some of us, we might be in a divorce or fighting for child custody or something. Justice is always like scales, court, legal documents. I'm just like trying to take in all that has come out so far and what I channeled before. And then on the bottom, we've got spirit guide. So a definite need, like your spirit guides are talking to you, trying to communicate. But yeah, so I feel like there's some kind of legal situation or karma working itself out. Doesn't have to be like divorce, but a significant ending in a relationship that you've had, or a cycle that needs to close out. And maybe it's just taking its sweet time. For some, that could involve children. Actually, let's try the romance angels, because there is a child card in there. We'll just see if that comes out. But and it's keeping us trapped in a situation when we want to move forward elsewhere. And it's ugly. Look what you made me do. Some of these are backwards. Look what you made me do is an intense song. You know, it's not like all rainbows and butterflies and baby kittens. It's very forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. I don't know if I've ever seen this card like this before. Or maybe I'm seeing it again for the first time, but he's got her head like down in the dirt. So funny. Look what you made me do. Like, that is, like, I don't even care if you're begging. You're like, fuck off. Like, you're dead to me. Damn. That's really funny. Who drew these? Sorry, I don't mean to laugh at anybody's situations. It's just, it looks funny. So maybe act with slightly more compassion is what I'm getting from that card. But also, if you look at his face, it's also like, not my circus, not my monkeys. You know, say what you want, but, you know, peace out. Getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So I feel like that's potential, that passion. I feel like that's new love coming in. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. That could also be, you know, part of that contemplative energy is kind of like, would this even work? Like, I know I'm drawn to this person sexually, but you know, would this even work? Are we too different? You know, getting to know each other, like, I don't even know this person, you know, it could be like a lot of different things. Got playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So, did we get something playful already? Maybe one of the Taylor songs? I don't know. But an energy of playfulness, an energy of making things lighter, you know, when things feel really, really, really heavy. And like we're battling, and those look what you made me do energy to like have fun, like kind of like lighten up and kind of bring like a fun, happy, laughy attitude to things right now. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So I feel like for some of you, I mean, this could mean a few different things. This could be why there's this significant ending. This could be like ultimately what's had you feeling out in the cold. Yeah, take that how that resonates. engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So I feel like even if things aren't progressing, you're in like a daydreaming energy of what could be. Or maybe the reason why it's so hard to let go of a situation, I don't know, it came out of my mouth. Maybe it's the reason why it's so hard to let go of a situation is because there is an engagement. Love readings are so hard, general, because it could be like a million different situations. Do you got any more in here, Spirit? Maybe one more. Release your ex. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So release your ex. Release your ex. Release your ex. Release your ex. Also, I'm getting an energy of like stop kicking somebody while they're down. That may not resonate for everybody, but that just kind of came into my head. The time has come to clear your energy. So yeah. Moving on. Rascal Flats. It's like you know what you need to do. It is safe for you to love. I feel like there's a lot of fear here. There's a lot of worry. There's a lot of... honestly, like the energy that I feel is so intense and it's so much that, you know, I don't blame you for finding it difficult to move forward, because it's like, you know, it just feels like a very underwater energy, like when the waves are like all crazy and you're just like but Spirit, like, I feel like Spirit is very clear, you know, release your ex. It's safe for you to love. I feel like this is a transition. It's a rebirth. And those aren't always the most easy, for lack of a better word, the most gentle. So what's the guidance? Let's just get you a crap ton of guidance. What is the guidance here? Shining Lotus. There are times when it makes sense to be discreet until you find your inner strength, so that you feel empowered enough to share your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs without wavering, even in the face of challenge. At other times, we are ready to take a risk and allow the inner lotus blossom of our true self to shine forth for all to behold. And this is the Shining Lotus card. It's almost like it's the Shining Lotus card, so I want to say, you know, they're saying like at other times, Shining Lotus, we are ready to take a risk and allow the inner lotus blossom of our true self to shine forth, like to get out of that stagnation, to just make the hard choice. But the way that it's worded, it's almost like it is your choice. You know, they're not going to tell you one way or another. It's like you have to make this decision for yourself, which is interesting. Almost like it's a test, like you're being tested. And I don't really like to talk about like Spirit testing us. It feels smarmy to me. But yeah, if that resonates for you, if you feel like this is like a spiritual like rebirth, like if that resonates, you know, and there's so much, I feel like there's so much karma involved here, especially with like the Look What You Made Me Do song, that like with all this karma in mind, you know, it could be a test at this point. Sisters of the Sun Rising, you are a highly creative being. You're a highly creative being with the ability to help raise the vibration of consciousness on this planet through your creative projects and dreams. Remain open to other souls joining forces with you, just like the Sisters of the Sun Rising, who bring great energy to help humanity through their group endeavors. When you allow for aligned group effort, wonderful things can happen. So I feel like that's more about your career, like kind of some guidance of working with others, finding like-minded individuals, finding people that have the same purpose as you, the same things that you want to do. But I also am getting that as you elevate yourself, you're going to get clarity on the situation that is, I feel like, is bleeding out into other areas of your life, and where you might like want answers in regard to your career. So either you can be in that Queen of Pentacles energy, that place of stability before you move forward, or if it is I don't know, for whatever reason, I feel like what they're saying here is like the more that you elevate and you create that stability, like the more that situation is going to work itself out organically. But yeah, absolutely, like, be open to working with other people. The other one that came out, sound the fierce flute. That is an interesting flute. Discernment empowers you to make choices that are aligned with your intentions. Like a fierce sounding flute cutting through all vibrations with purity and intent, your discernment allows you to stay true to your values without getting caught up in distraction. To grow spiritually through love, joy, peace, and abundance, make high vibrational choices that feel good to you. So yeah, it's like kind of like what I was just saying about like elevating yourself, getting yourself out of the monotony of all the crazy, so that you can kind of see things from a different perspective, see not just this tunnel vision perspective that I was talking about earlier, but see like a broader perspective. One that's a perspective of love, joy, peace, and abundance. Having discernment. I feel like that's really key here, the idea of discernment. If you can play with that concept to find out what that means for you, like what does it mean to have discernment? Have you lived a life of discernment? Is this a new concept? We're kind of like, with this rebirth, we're waking up to a version of ourselves we aren't familiar with. And it's like, who am I now? And this idea of like having discernment, so that we're not just going willy-nilly at anything. And I feel like that discernment is important so that we make solid choices. Oh my goodness. Getting tired. What do I want to do? Let's do some spirit animals. Okay, Spirit, what guidance do we have here? Snake Spirit, time to heal. So release the X, heal. A lot of Scorpio energy here. And the healing process is so important. And whoa, I just saw 3333 on the thing. I don't really pay attention to as the clock runs, but look up that number, see how it is significant. But 333 usually means that you're being divinely guided through the process. You feel like a very close connection, like your spirit guides came out. So I feel like they're really trying to communicate with you here to use your intuition. They're really trying to communicate with you to like take the time out to be able to hear that quiet, that knowing, that inner knowing, that clear cognizance of a situation. But, you know, releasing our ex is important, and that healing is so important because it is such a big astronomical change. It's like a part of your destiny. It was meant to happen. You know, with this 55 here, it's more than most what you're going through. Underneath that, we have Pig Spirit. Oink, oink. Use your mind wisely. And with this 4 plus 7 equals 11. 11 is a master number. It's a number of intuition and teachers and like spiritual kind of hierophant energy. Use your mind wisely. And I feel like Are we using our mind for that look what blah, blah, blah. Can't talk. Look what you made me do energy? Are we using our mind for love, abundance, forgiveness, forgiving and learning? Okay, are we choosing love or are we choosing fear? Love being joy, abundance, all the good stuff. Fear being resentment, bitterness, look what you made me do. Okay. Never a judgment here, you guys. I'm just the messenger. Elephant spirit, learn from the past. Okay, and we've got another 7 here, which is highly intuitive number. A number of spiritual learning. Oh my gosh. Learned from the past. What happened in your past relationships before we move forward? You know, have we had limited beliefs, limited, how do we talk to ourselves? Has it been happy? Has it been positive? Y'all need to lighten up, you guys. I say it with love. Sandpiper spirit, be playful. Okay, you've got playfulness twice. So, and that playfulness is important with a 6 here. I feel like it's a part of your healing to be playful. To kind of remember your light again. Remember your like inner child. Remember that like fun, that sense of play. Follow your bliss. Crack some jokes. Be the good guy or girl at work. Bring some wonder and curiosity to the table, but playfulness, like have fun, like you need laughter. You need laughter, my fireflies. Anybody this resonates for, it's an intense energy, and I'm feeling a strong sense of like rage and anger, and like a righteous anger. I don't even know if it's like righteous. It's just like, appreciate your talents. Okay, so if we're feeling any feelings of worthlessness, if we're feeling like the wind is out of our sails, we just don't have a lot of energy, a lot of strength, it's really easy to get into a mindset and a mentality of like beating ourselves up and not feeling good enough and just feeling like, what is all this for? And Spirit's like, hey you, remember, you're super, super, super talented. Okay, you're no dummy. We know who we created, and you know, God, source, spirit, whatever you want to call them, him, her, I don't care. They gave you talents to use, and to be to be grateful to use them, to be grateful that you've got them, and to appreciate them, because not everybody gets to be as talented as you, my fireflies. Give without expectation. That came out in the last reading. I feel like it's just being generous of spirit, ultimately, like having compassion for people, kind of seeing that people are, that not everybody's here to evolve. Some people are just here to be a teacher to us, to be a mirror to us, of either as a reflection of ourselves, or to be such a strong wall in front of us that we have no choice but to like go around them, cut them down, jump over them, you know, but it requires a lot to get past that, to honor our own boundaries, to honor ourselves and to take care of ourselves first, to realize like it's not my circus, not my monkeys. Like I get to like take this path over here. You keep spinning your wheels on your little hamster wheel, you know. And then this release toxic relationships. That came out in the last pile too. So there's definitely like a toxicity here of, I feel a lot of things. I feel, and on the back we've got practice moderation. So here's what I'm feeling. I feel like there's a lot going on Something old has had to die, be released. We are overwhelmed with the amount of everything we've got going on in our lives. Because of all the hurt, because of all the pain, because of the toxicity, because of the people that we've chosen, the karma we've had to endure because of those choices, it has really screwed with how we see ourselves, with our worthlessness, with our worthiness. And I feel like Spirit is saying it's really important to start to shift this energy. Sorry, I'm starting to get really tired now. It's not even like that late. To start to shift this energy into like something new, into new energy. But we have to heal. We have to, like, the healing process is what gets us into that energy, that gets us, you know, the spark to like be able to move forward and to be able to trust our intuition. Is there anything else here? Oh my gosh, you guys. I just got really tired. Maybe you're really tired. Maybe you're tired. Choke on it. So's your mom. Yeah, you could just be really tired. Maybe. Spirit, what's the guidance here? Any more guidance? I'm not going to go on too much longer just because I feel like you know your situation, but staying focused, hold the course. So I get a strong sense like you know what you're supposed to do, even if you're not like super duper taking action, or yeah, you know what you're supposed to do. Stay the course. Rebirth. Do the things. Like you're on the right path. You're doing the things. You are. Oy. Rainbow blessings. Blessings are showering your life. Okay? Don't hit me. But can you see this situation? This is the grand idea here. I feel like where I was channeling earlier, your perspective, like being like, what is true? Here's another perspective, that all of this is a huge blessing being done for you. I know. It's not everybody can hear that. Not everybody wants to hear that. Not everybody has chosen to hear that, but this is all a blessing. This is all so many blessings. And it's really easy in life to be like, this is fucked up and I hate life and this is all bullshit. But if in those moments, if we can be like, fuck it, like, look, man, I don't know what this is all for, but I know it's some kind of lesson. I know it's, you know, getting me somewhere. And now I can't remember the songs. You didn't get God Bless the Broken Road. Well, regardless, it's a song that's popping into my head, by Rascal Flatts. God Bless the Broken Road. You might have difficulty speaking. God bless the broken road that led me straight to you. About, you know, just life being a bumpy ride. And to trust that as painful as this is right now, it is a blessing because it's going to get you somewhere. It's like you see the path, you see the light at the end of the tunnel, you see the end of the rainbow. You just have to get there. Gates of triumph. Success expands in your life. So I feel like it feels intense. There's so much going on. There's so much you've had to battle, especially if you've got the court involved. Sorry, these allergies. Court situations involved. Holy H. Like, that's just, It's a lot. It is a lot. Money could, be a factor. There's just like 18 million things. But I feel like you've got potential new love here. You've got, beautiful success in your life coming. Trust the rebirth. Like, dig into it, dive into it, because like, heal the shit that needs to heal, release the shit that needs to be released. Take care of yourself first and foremost. Take care of yourself, because there's blessings on the other side of it. Gold at the end of the rainbow. So let's see if we can get any timeline information. Wait. Okay. And I feel like that is in regard to healing, that healing energy. It's like there's a lot of inspiration. I feel like we're ready. We're pretty, what am I trying to say? Fired up, your body, horny. Like, we want to jump into a situation because there is a lot of inspiration there. There's a lot of passion. But Spirit's saying to wait, and I feel like it's that snake energy. Perfect timing. Divine timing. Divine timing's at play, okay? So where you just kind of want to leap in and take action, ask your angels. We'll win! Ask your angels. Okay? You'll know. When you're supposed to know, you will know. Beyond a shadow of a doubt, this is it. Trust the timing, because there's more than just one blessing happening for you. Look, there's 2 rainbows in here. Okay, double rainbow. So I feel like it's all being divinely guided. It's like you could have 1 rainbow, but you could have there's so much more that is happening for you than you even could possibly imagine. So just hang tight, do what you need to do, which is release the toxic shit, go through this rebirth, go through whatever legalities or whatever you have to, come out on the other side of this, heal throughout this process as best you can, and then, when it's time, it's time. Listen to your intuition. And I feel like it is just so important right now for you to understand what your intuition is, I feel like there's been so much noise, so much survival, that we can't really hear our intuition because so much is going on. So we need to find that balance. We need to take care of ourselves. We really need to be in moderation and, not just kind of go off the deep end when we're triggered, but instead to really take care of ourselves and to trust that what's meant to be will be. And to trust that, it's all in perfect divine timing. And I feel like it's going to be even bigger, better, more amazing than you can possibly imagine. I mean, Fearless and Love Story. Love Story is like kind of a Romeo and Juliet story minus the death. But Ultimate Love Story, Fearless is, about that first perfect kiss and loving somebody fearlessly. And so we just need to get, past this energy of look what you made me do and heal some things so that we're ready for something really worthy of all that we are. Okay, my fireflies. So that is the message I have tonight. I'm just going to get one last little nugget here. One last little nugget. And then actually let me pull some blessings too, just while I'm at it. Let me pull some blessings just to kind of, what are all these rainbows? I am connected to the earth and all life around me. And connected to the earth and all life around me. Moon goddess Artemis. Artemis helps us with direction, I believe. I could be totally wrong, but she's Archer. So if you need clarity, You might want to ask Artemis for some help. But being connected to the earth, like I feel like a strong sense of grounding to like not be like, I know you're in survival mode probably a lot of the time, but to bring yourself out of that and instead to somehow get your feet back on the ground, like find some balance, breathe life back into your body. So you're like, okay, I'm here again. Okay, I'm like here. Cool. Where the hell was I for the, you know, come back down to earth. My love muffins. And then finally, I enjoy the serendipity of life. The unexpected can be wonderful. This one usually comes out when I have a pile of control freaks. Blue moon. It's that believing in the good, believing that the rug isn't going to be pulled out from under us, like how I had channeled. I enjoy the serendipity of life. The unexpected can be wonderful. That change isn't always, detrimental, isn't always destructive. Change isn't always about karma. Sometimes change can be beautiful and blessings and rebirth and growth and new love and, so many wonderful things. Once in a blue moon, things can happen. And so I feel like Spirit just wants you to believe again, that like that limited thinking, that mindset of like, oh, this can never happen, this will never work out, too much pain, it's too late, it's too blah, blah, blah. I don't know, whatever that is for you. And they're saying like, expect the good stuff. And if this is a group of control freaks, know that surprises can be fun. And then there's one underneath it. I know my shadow side and I work to willingly transform aspects of it. Moon goddess Hecate, Hekate. Don't know anything about him or her. Shadow side, look what you made me do. And I work to willingly transform aspects of it. Yeah, your little phoenix risings, little phoenixes. So, yeah, let me quick get some blessings. Let's see what all these rainbows are about. What are these freaking rainbows, y'all? Where's my blessings pile? Okay. Blessings. Here we go. These readings always get so long. Blessings from my pile of fireflies. Leadership. Okay, taking leadership, ownership, responsibility of your life. But I feel like ultimately that's like purpose talking. That card only comes out for me when it's like real deal leadership. So as you rebirth, as you go through this process, like again, like this situation is bleeding into other aspects of your life. And eventually it's going to bleed into other aspects of your life in a really, really good way. So that's beautiful. You have a lot of purpose. What other blessings? We've got, wow. Playfulness. For the third fucking time. Okay, so it's a blessing. Like, it's gonna feel like such a breath of fresh air when this is over. When you're in a new relationship, it's gonna feel like, it's gonna be fucking terrifying. It's gonna be terrifying. It's gonna be terrifying because you've come from such a place of, like, you're deeply sensitive. You come from such a place of battle, like significant battle, that to find that playfulness and that lightness and that, like, it's just gonna feel like the world off of your shoulders. That's a blessing coming in. That is worth divine timing. Stability, absolutely. This is always like a prosperity card for me, like being able to create stability, and like with these swans here, new love, like manifesting something that is beautiful and stable and grounded and balanced. And with this 5 here, like the idea that change can be good, 5s are like about massive change. What other blessings for my fireflies? truth. I feel like that's that discernment energy coming in. Knowing your truth, living by your truth. Having discernment maybe for the first time in your life, like kind of, wow, that's like a million, it's too many. Knowing what it means to have discernment, actually using that concept, taking a minute before jumping into something and instead being like, this doesn't resonate for me anymore. Like, I'm going to do this differently. Renewal. Yeah, it's like, if I kiss this frog, am I going to get a prince? There's another 5 here. Nope, just kidding. It's a 2. So couples. But like 20, it's like, the world card or judgment card. Judgment card. Anyway, 2, like 10s are the end of a cycle. So the fact that there's 2 here, 20, 2 10s, is really significant. I feel like you're closing out more than one cycle, which is why this feels so fucking intense. But a sense of renewal, like that lightheartedness, like new love, something new, something pure. You're just gonna feel like so much different, so much like trust, you know, is a blessing that's coming in. Trust, like when we close out this cycle, like trust and honor what you know to be true, what you just know, what you know. But after this, you're going to trust the universe like nobody's business, because you're going to see how everything worked out for you. And when you trust your intuition and you're on the right path and you figure all the things out and you take the steps that are so hard because you've never maybe trusted your intuition like this before, to this level before, you're never going to not trust it again, because you're going to be like, holy shit, like my life has done a complete 180. And I'm so goddamn happy at where I am right now that it was worth all of it. And you'll see, you'll look back and you'll laugh and you'll remember, but you'll also be like, I don't even care because I'm just so happy. So, all right, my fireflies, I think I've yapped at you long enough. So thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please like it, please share and subscribe. And I will see you all next time. If you want like a a more in-depth reading, definitely email me below. I am offering personal readings. Okay, you guys, much love and light to you. I'm so going to bed. I love you all. Goodbye.